following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2. And we welcome you to the Bow Region Round of 32. And today we bring you the 6 seed and the 14 seed, both players who have come off their first wins of the season. For Fitzy, it's been a long time since he got a win after a tough season in D1 last year. One of the OGs of the league, and now here he is in D2. He's in round 2 for the second time, but this time he got that true win after the DQ round 1 win in February flurry. And then of course you look over, J Money 14 seed wasn't able to play in T1, but comes out swinging against the 3 seed Evan, who made a great debut run in T1, and J Money takes him out, and now both looking to try and get win number 2 on the season after some great first wins. We welcome you to the Bow region. We take a look at the bracket here. The winner here will get the 10 seed. Jamie, if Fitzy wins, he will control the home table on that one. Jamie will have home table should J Money win. Jamie beating Cageist in a 10 versus 15 game in 7. Cage beating Clint, and Jamie beating Bob Ross. And then, of course, mention that Fitzwater beating Ryan C. and J Money beating Evan, both in 7 in this pod. And now they look to make it to the regional semifinals. This is our only game today. Coming up later tonight, we will have Ami and Nifty at 7:30. So make sure to stay tuned for that. That is non-stream. So make sure you guys all stay with us as we are almost through the round of 32. We just have a few games left, just 5 games left, in fact. And now we bring our second to last stream of the round. We'll have one more tomorrow. Wonder who's in that game. Anyway, joining me in the booth will be Tapir. We also have Yoshi on the back end as well, as Tapir's got some limited time. So Tapir, I'll start with you. Obviously, both guys coming off their first wins of the season. J Money's in his first game in D2, and Fitzy is getting his first true win. He's one of the OGs of the league, obviously. So talk to me about that, about the mindset you think these players should have. You know, they just came off some great emotion, getting that first win, and now how do they tune into this one, trying to look forward and get win number 2 today?
Well, clearly, I think it's going to be all about momentum, right? You got both players coming off that first win, so hopefully they're looking for dose. Obviously, it's still early in the season here, so a little bit of momentum lost. Granted, there is still time, but if you lose now, you'll have to sort of make your way back to winning that first game and then where you were previously. So it's going to be about momentum, and I think the first few games are going to kind of declare that momentum first and foremost. If you can get, say, the first 2 games wrapped up, that'll be a great indicator of your success later in the series. So I'm thinking that's what both players are going to try for, the first 2. Hopefully, obviously, the ultimate goal is a sweep, but that does seem to be unlikely, as it always is, so we will see how that goes. But I am excited to get this game underway, and I do wish both players the best of luck. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, let me just pull up the challenge here so I can reference something here. Obviously, this entire half of the bracket not finding any sweeps did have the Brana sweep over James, which was in round one, and obviously no round two sweeps this region either. But should be an exciting one, obviously. We'll start with Fitzy, obviously. Coming on, it's been a long time for you, man, getting that first win in a long time, and now your first true win in the division as well. I kind of talked with Tapir on the mindset. If you were listening in, I would like to ask you kind of a similar question. What's your mindset entering into this one? Coming off that first win, and what's your mindset coming in, trying to look forward and going up against J Money here today?
Well, I hope. Well, if it goes against seven, which I doubt, my mindset it was my first match. Basically, game 7. Did not think I was gonna get there, but I grinded it all out. So hopefully, I can maybe win in 5. But you never know. I've seen a lot of weird things happen. I'm just gonna go in on a clean mindset. Just play my game, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, over to J Money. Jay, obviously you got the first. You weren't able to play in T1, and you come in T2 and get that win up against Evan, who made a great run in that February flurry. Similar question to you. What's your mindset coming in here off the first win of the season and looking ahead to Fitzy and trying to get win number 2?
Well, I'll say I'm going into this a little nervous. I started last match a little rough. It wasn't until I got my T that I was able to come back and win. And sadly today, I ran out of T. So I'm waiting on it to be delivered. Hopefully within the next 10-15 minutes is what the DoorDash says. So we'll see if I can just survive until then. But I've heard a lot about Fitzy, and I'm excited to play him.
All right, excited to see you guys play. Thank you for those thoughts. I think we're just about ready to get down to business. Yoshi, if you wanted to share any thoughts on this one that we haven't, any bases we haven't covered, feel free. Otherwise, I think we could start. Let me know.
Yeah, I think we could start. Just
right.
I feel like we've used up enough time. We want Pierre to have the commentary time as well.
Awesome. All right, appreciate it. All right, so
Appreciate that, man.
Well, then I think it's time to get down to business. It's first to 4 wins. It's a best of 7, and we are ready to go. Fitzy, you get first call as the higher seed in this one. Anywhere 5 to 15. How many cards for game 1? Oh, he's gonna type it. All right, cool. And we're gonna go with the OG. I might be having a little internet moment there, but we roll with it. Here we go. Blue 6 to start us off, and this series is underway. 7 for the best of 7.
I would just like to remind everybody before we get underway that there is a chance that this first game could go to a half an hour long.
That is
the chance
very
is
true.
Slim, but never 0.
Correct. And I mean, they're a little. It can be a little bit higher with Fitzy playing. He has some long games on the board, so anything's possible. He's gonna start with a clean switch to red right away. Don't have a lot of slow-paced players in Division 2. Obviously, Fitzwater, back in 2023, played the second longest game in league history at 54 minutes up against our D2 commissioner G-Man. Long time ago, back in March Madness. In a 2023 March Madness, pretty crazy. He also owns the 6th longest, so definitely gonna. So suffice to say, what I'm trying to say is there's gonna be some pace here. There's gonna be some pace control. And J Money with nothing on the red to start. We'll see if he found something here after Fitz goes one down with 5.
It would suffice to say trying to rush Fitzy would be to no avail. A lot of players in D1 and D2, they like to try and rattle their opponents and make them kind of get off their game a little bit. But I think that's just Fitzy's just general pace and just the way he plays. So I don't think trying to rush him will be of any effect, but we will see how that goes.
J Money pulls an 8 for the red. Comes Fitz going back. And one down with the 7. Just playing clean back and forth on red, and pace management is in full effect, it seems, for this one. So see where it lands, who it will benefit. J Money coming back for it. We'll drop it in a 9, and we just get a 6 here. Oh, wait, well, there was a 6 earlier. Does that count? Large straight, maybe? I think that's a large straight.
Sure.
Right there. Ah.
I'll count it.
And 1.
Six, 5, 8, 7, 9. If we get a 4, that'll be karma. Hint, hint. But we're not. We're going back. Actually, back to blue here. Fitzwater down to 3. J Money's at 6.
Fitzy going back to the blue that he switched off initially. Maybe trying to pull a bit of a fade to that red. And J Money does have blue. So at least in hindsight for Fitz, it was a good move because J Money didn't initially have the answers, or at least didn't seem to. Had a draw there early, but played 2 consecutive reds. I wonder if there was anything more to it, as Fitzy is going to draw on blue.
And notice now Fitzy's iced out after he iced out J Money on red.
I'd have been trying to pull an ISO move, but J Money has blue. But how much blue can he work with here? Look at the table. Fitz just by 1, but J Money can tie it with a card play here. And we've had what? Let me see this. We've had 7. We've had make that 9 cards played, and we are almost 5 minutes in. A really different kind of thing here. Yeah, 4, 4, 4. Yo, that's crazy. What are we at, Wendy's?
I didn't mean to do that. In this with these two commentators.
You
We're
absolutely
at Wendy's,
did.
the 444. By the way, for legal purposes, this match is not sponsored by Wendy's. Sir, this is not a Wendy's. This is an Uno table.
Anyway.
Double play, skip 9 there, and we'll see what Fitzy comes back with. He's got a +4.
Ooh.
Not looking. He has a double. That might be the game right there.
Short, are you under a rock? Don't you know it's now the $5 biggie bag?
It's $5. It's $5 if you pick the right one. Some of them are more. Double plays looking to close it out with another double. Through 6 J Money's way, regardless if this isn't a finish. It's not. So J Money with the 8 card deficit, wondering what he got from that. Can he slow Fitzy down here?
Perhaps his last chance to do anything here. Loading up.
Do they have Wendy's in Australia? I have no idea. That's a really good question. That is a very good question. I have no idea. J Money continuing to type here. Feel like a run is coming here to Pier. It just seems that way. Although with how the pace management has been, you wonder if it's just a single card play. Could be anything.
I don't know. I think their equivalent of Wendy's would be Hungry Jill's. Because they got Hungry Jack's. Now they got Hungry Jill.
And there's also
This
Jack
seems
in the
logical.
Box.
That's true. Jill in the Box? What do we think of Jill in the Box?
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Jack kidnapping Jill. Jack's tired of this. Put Jill in the box, see how she likes it.
It's your turn now. Oh, the eye for an eye gets the +4 potentially off that ammo hit from Fitzy. Keeps it green as well, so seems to be purely defensive. And he's just behind by 2 at this point.
For him to keep it green like that, ooh. You just have to wonder how much green he really has.
And instead of Wendy's, it's Wendell's.
So I wonder then if Fitzy drawing there means he didn't have the win anyway when he was at
potentially.
check.
I don't
So
think
it's
it's a
just
bad
they're-
move from J Money if he didn't have.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, not it's all a hindsight kind of narrative, right? So
Because what else are you going to do? Just let him take the win, right?
exactly, yeah. You got to play defensively. Like it's you play, like I said, there were so few cards played. There's really no way you could, like, there are some points late in the game to appear that you could get a read on what they might have. Like you get juiced on a color. Like that's what card history is great for.
Absolutely.
Like talking about having the read, like especially when you have those long ISO moves and you know what they didn't have, but you really don't in this situation if you're J Money. And they're just going to play it on the green, play it where it lies. There's a green 4, and Fitzy still with a mere possession arrow, and now he's going to go to the red 4.
We are not going to do this again.
Do what again?
I saw that golf reference. We are not going to do this again.
do what again?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes. 1 down this time to the red 3. It's not as fun, but I get it.
That's true.
It's very true.
We have to. I was actually, side note, I was so hoping I could get the Sting Nom match. That one would have went crazy.
That would have. Yeah, if it was you and me on Sting versus Nom, that would just devolve into chaos. To be honest, like it literally would.
Just throw everything out the window.
Yeah. Me and Art will have a
Recovers
good time with that,
salad.
though. We'll have fun with that.
I know you will.
Yeah. Not to make you jealous or anything. No, that
I'll be over here
me
adulting,
make you
it's
jealous?
fine.
Never.
Never.
I
I'll
would
just be over
I would
here-
never ever do that. 1 down again.
Winky,
J Money
winky,
to the
nod,
2.
nod.
Fitzwater with no answer for the red.
Red one would go so hard right now.
Would go extremely hard.
Here comes
And
J
nothing
Money. Let's
from
see what he's
Fitz.
got. Over to green. Back over to green. I wonder, Short, you have to wonder how much he got off of that +4. It might have just been all green, you know.
Could be. Yoshi, that's it. That is extremely accurate. Extremely accurate. They would absolutely do that. Drawing now, Fitzy might be iced to 2 color here, and this could be a very good sign for J Money here, as he's just down to 2 cards. He could have the game. As Check dittos his own 2. And does Fitzy have anything to defend? More green than a Kermit birthday party. That's a line. That is a line from Puzzle Dan.
There are just too many memes.
Fitzwater has 1 up. He does top deck a green, but does J Money have the finish? 12 minutes into game 1. J Money for the win. No. And they're both iced on green. No. Fitzwater down to 6, and he's gonna cross to yellow. That could be a risky move.
Especially this early, he only drew 1.
Ooh. Wow.
All right, here's Fitzy's chance right here. Run those yellows straight clean. We're gonna
He
see.
doesn't have yellow to the finish. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to make a serious decision.
The only other thing I could see J Money having is a yellow ammo card that he just doesn't want to leave open.
Oh yeah, I might have looked for the number of fish as well. Might have been looking for number of fish with the 2, so a big move from Fitzy to pull out a different number. And he's going to go to blue, and this is the risk I'm talking about. I think this is what they both want. And now Fitzy's ahead by the possession arrow, just like they drew it up. Page 7 of the script. Look it up.
Now, see, of course, there is going to come a point where you're just exhausting all the colors. Eventually, someone's going to get down to check. You have to try and beat the clock there. Here comes J Money.
Only 26 cards have been played, and we are nearly at 14 minutes in this game. So, again, we're going to talk. It seems to appear that we're going to be talking a lot about pace management tonight and who it'll work better for, as they're both playing into this. They both have blue to go, and Fitzwater has just the slim PA lead, but does he have blue to the finish? And does J Money have something to try and upend this sprint that Fitzy is slightly ahead on? And they're both at 2. Fitzwater maybe for the win. He's got dose, so does J Money. What happens here? No more. J Money what does he have? Nothing. Wow.
Draw City population dose.
4.5. 14.5. I just love the number 4, 14.5 minutes gone by, nearly 15 minutes now, as they're in Draw City for sure at this point. And Tapir, you're one to be comfortable drawing Draw City. Do you sense that these guys maybe drawing for more reason than they just don't have the color, or maybe do you see them going for more responsively drawing because the other went first?
I don't. I think they're just iced. I don't think either player has blue here, because you can rule out having like a wild, because they would have played that. They were both at 2. They should have played that there just for check, or the 2 card win. I could see them possibly having, like I said, an ammo card that they don't want to leave open. But then I would have to wonder, if a color switch comes, you still have to dump that card either way. So I just think that neither player has blue here. They might just be full of red, and we'll just have to see who bites first. Because you did hit the nail on the head. I love Draw City. Like, when the conditions are right, I can sit in there, because most of the time my opponent is just going to draw number cards that they have to get rid of. And hopefully, even if I, draw, let's say, a +2, keep it in the reserve in case I need it later. So we'll see who draws what from Draw City, if the Draw City is favorable to either player, because right now they are at 5 apiece, so maybe they're just building up some chains that they can use right at the end. We'll see.
Yeah, after all, the ammo has just been a couple +4s and a +2 that's been mostly numbers, which makes me wonder if the ammo control is really going to come into play down the stretch here. But we're just seeing how long the stretch is with how far back they're going to draw.
I have a cat battling for my microphone.
Not again. Oh, well, there's that open ammo card. Interesting. It's only a reverse, though, so... Does the cat like the number 4? Is that's a relevant question right now. J Money closes on the open door with a 5. Another open ammo card from Fitz with the blue skip. Seems to be a sign that not much can be done, but J Money closed the last one. Can he continue to hold up the lead? Now J Money, nothing here, so may have top decked that 5 before, nothing to respond with this time, and it just... Yeah, they're all questions you have to... Yeah, chess, not checkers. Oh, interesting. The dark strats, yes, you have to add some noise, exactly. One up this time. They both drop. Yep, they're definitely playing chess here, Tapir. It definitely seems like that drawing is more than being iced. It's starting to feel that way. Draw again after both playing a blue. Where does the break fall in? That is the question. 20 minutes into game number 1. 20 and a half. That's real. That's real. Yeah, Tapir, you may not even make it through game 1 here. My goodness. They continue to draw back and forth. The pace and the chess has become serious. J Money typing, not even Fitzwater. Here comes Fitzwater looking to make a move. Ooh. Third +4 of the game, and he once again goes with the +2 off of that. He's down to 5. The question is, does he have... How far does this run stretch? And triple play closes with the 0. J Money sent back to the Baker's Dozen 13. Have to see if he's got something to respond with. The ammo has been few and far between for them. For both of these guys, really. Haven't seen too many explosive plays. J Money assessing his hand. He comes back to the table at 23-19. We got a 23-19. He drops a 5. One up this time to the 6. J Money to the ground floor. On red. Back to the top floor for Fitzwater. And we are just about 45 seconds from this making the longest games board, but Fitzwater just down to 2 cards. J Money at 11.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Short? Okay. I just adjust my mic. I was just going to say, what is the 2319? Explain yourself.
You don't know what 2319 is?
I do know, but I'm making sure it's the same 2319.
Okay, then it's the same one.
It is the same. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. It's a great reference, isn't it?
Absolutely. Those who know.
Yes. If you know, you know. J Money with 11, down behind by 9, and we have made the board 25 minutes off on this game 1. And Tapir said he only got an hour. They both said we are going to make it so you only call 1 game. Very sad.
We paid for the whole hour. We're going to use the whole hour.
Oh my god.
You know what that reference, I'd almost have to say for Fitzy, I think it would be a 1923.
Very true, very true.
Just saying. We are just speculating.
For legal reasons, everything is a speculation. J Money has taken a pause. Oh, he's got a triple play into green, and this is the biggest move we've seen in 25 minutes and 53 seconds. J Money, he's got the triple. What's he got more in the tank? He's down to 8. And he's going to close it with the 6. And it's now just a 5-card deficit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are making progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, something has happened in this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tumbleweeds are gone.
The tumbleweeds have been burned to the ground by that quadruple play by J Money. And Fitzwater says, let me roll in another one with a draw. But J Money continues to run it on the green, and he is trying to make a break. The gap is closing. 27 minutes in to game number 1. To think this is a best of 7. Hold on to your seats, folks, because we are far from done on this one.
I'm just going to go ahead and speculate that I have to leave in about an hour. I'll be back around 9:30 and you guys will be at game 3. Game 4.
Yeah, you missed your opportunity. You failed. Crossover to yellow for Fitzwater, trying to pull some ice tactic here, and he's down to 2 again. It could be the lock and key combo he needs on that lucky 7. Remember, this game started with 7 cards. Anyway. Fitzwater trying to steal the momentum that J Money had from that big triple or quadruple play into green, the most explosive thing we've seen in 28 minutes. J Money coming back to the table. What does he have? Oh, he's got the wild crossover. Big undercut play from J Money. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is wild number 1 at 28-12. Players, I hope you're enjoying the commentary. Here comes Fitzwater. What does he do now? He got off the green, tried to stop him in his tracks, but does he have another trick in the bag?
Even the tortoise is beating us out.
The tortoise crossed the finish line 5 minutes ago.
The tortoise got to game 7.
No, the tortoise crossed the line 4 minutes ago. I failed the joke as well.
Okay, now we're even.
Now we are even, aren't we? All right. Fitzwater really assessing that move that J Money just pulled, a big undercut, sending shockwaves throughout the D2 Uno universe.
4 months later, we get a decision.
I apologize in advance. I'm trying to get my keyboard back running. I went dead silent on me, so give me a minute or 2.
That's no problem.
You're good. No, it's all.
No, it's all
good
jokes.
fun.
All jokes.
That's what Short and I do
G-Man
best.
as well.
G-Man in the
Everyone's here for
building.
the fun.
G-Man, welcome to the longest game I've streamed probably.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to be here to start the stream, so you had it, but I was just
30
came back
minutes.
from campus, and we're still in game 1, so quite
This is
the run
wild.
so far.
Yeah, we are climbing. We are amongst the top 30 longest games in history already. So that's great. Tapir had an hour, thought he could do the whole stream. No, you get to do one game. One game only. One night only.
I get to do 94.4% of one game.
Well, who knows? It could be 44.4 for all we know. The pace management has been crazy.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it.
And of course, the pace, we're all poking fun at it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. If it works for you, it works for you, he says begrudgingly. Oh,
I mean, we are at, we're getting around 3 minutes without a play here. I don't know how long this keyboard's gonna take to get fixed, but
yeah. We shall see. But Fitzwater still ahead despite that move, and we're just awaiting to see what that means for him. That being crossed back by J Money.
To prolong the enemy, you must first prolong yourself.
It's probably in that book. It's probably in that book. You see the book? Yeah, it's probably in that book.
I do see the book. I see the cat reading the book.
Well, you see the title of the book, though.
I do see the title of the book.
Which means I think it's in the book.
No, absolutely not.
No, you just, yeah. No, you just said that? No way. Pace car, for real. Pace car is out. Caution flag is out.
I don't know if Fitzy could just like grab his phone to do it because we were getting to a point where we need to
I'll be
start
right back.
swinging
I'm
up.
grabbing my tea.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, we are slowly getting to a point where we need to give a warning to keep the flow going, even if it's the keyboard. Just pull up your phone.
Yeah, Fitzwater, whenever you're good, just let us know, man. Or if you need, or let us know if something's going wrong. No problem.
We have about 30 seconds to get through the rest of the series.
30 seconds for us or 30 seconds for you?
Both. 30 seconds for 6 games. Do it.
Ref pass. No.
Pop off. We want we want one turners for the rest of the series. Speed run.
Any percent Uno, I'll get my live split going.
We can do a whole season in like 5 hours.
I do have live split installed on my computer. It can be done.
Still a keyboard issue. I gotta get off the call. I'll be right back.
Can you just go on like your phone though to do the play, or
Rip. Oh.
we might have to consider it. Okay.
Yeah, cutting out on the internet. I have no idea.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time.
It is 6:01. Goodbye.
It is 6:01. We are heading out.
Great series to
go-
Pierre. Really appreciated you as
Absolutely.
always. Great series.
Absolutely wonderful commentary.
For all of us here at MRE UNO.
Adios, amigos.
Oh boy.
I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to my good friend Yoshi. The score is still 0-0, Yoshi. So,
if you weren't
go ahead
aware,
and have fun.
it's 0-0. We are about 35 minutes into game 1, just so you know. Tragedy.
Right. Yeah, I mean the main issue was the keyboard. I think where I remember this happened against Ryan C, and since it after after it didn't after he figured out fixing it, it wasn't a problem afterward. But yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe he's just never played on phone and he doesn't want to do that.
I have no idea.
But it still is an interesting thing.
Well, I mean, if this was the old bot, he would have been timed out by now.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel bad, but I also don't have, sadly, all night. Like, I'm not trying to be like, I know it's not your guys' fault.
Yeah,
Nor is it.
we need to consider ref pass soon.
Yeah,
This
because
is taking a really long time.
I have a business that I have to run too. So
Yeah, I get you, man. I get you.
I was having fun too. I felt good.
Yeah, I know.
Just got here. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I had a good next play. You know, looking at hopefully a win for this round too. So
And of course. Mm. Probably see what his status is before we make any calls on that as well.
Probably still fixing the keyboard.
I know. Well,
I'm gonna have to make an executive call. If we don't get a play by 6:07, I think we're gonna have to ref pass because we cannot be waiting here all night for this.
I'd at least ping him with a warning before we
I do it now, yeah.
because I don't. He's probably not aware of that even existing. So. Oh my goodness. All right.
I just feel bad. It's
Yeah,
out of his
it is
control.
what it is.
Yeah, this happened last game. I remember. I'm trying to remember like how long that was. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, at this point, it's been 10 minutes since that play.
3:55. I mean, it took him 10 minutes last time, or maybe a little bit longer than that, but like roughly 10. So this would be about the time it would get fixed. So.
And of course, winner will get Jamie next round, who is the 10 seed in this region. Took down K just after taking out Clint, who had probably one of his best runs he's had in a long time as well. Still here in game one, and we are awaiting Fitzwater to return here, and has gone yellow status, which, I mean, doesn't bode well. But if J Money does pull the win, Jamie will control home table. Fitzwater will if he wins. Interesting Bow region. Fitzwater, the only one to not the only higher seed in this bottom half to get the win. Had the 4 and the 5 and the 1 seed all move on. Mark being by DQ, but then getting upset by Rana. And the only higher seed that has made it to the regional semis has been Pikachu. He'll be taking on Rana in a 4v9 game. This will set the Bow region semifinals. Of course, we'll have third game of the Crusade later tonight at about 7:30, which could start while we're still going here, which is very funny. Yeah, Ami and Nifty, 7 versus 15 game. Both Ami looking to, he broke the stream curse in round 1. He's looking to try and get more. And it has gone 6:07, and I think we're going to have to make a call here. And of course, you have San and Sam coming up in the 3-6. That will be the round finale coming up on Wednesday night. That will be a standalone non-stream at 8 o'clock.
Okay, well,
It's yeah.
I see his phone
What would I
status. I
do?
think we might have to.
well, yeah, I'm just gonna do it now because so
And pass has been made, and J Money's turn at this point. And hate to do these kind of things, but sometimes it is what it is. And there's a triple play from J Money, +6 into yellow, off the green wild, and now here comes back Fitzwater. just a
Insane
little late
timing.
to the party here.
Well,
As the clock reads 41 minutes, but could be adjusted. Either way, it's making the board. They were already going with the pace management before that. And
Okay,
Fitzwater was
I
able to
get-
play, and he has nothing on yellow even
Interesting.
after the +6. So now J Money has the clean runway. And
oh, that's fine. Okay, well, J Money looking to get to Uno or maybe win the game here.
seemed confident in the interim there that he had this one locked down, and he's got check. Amen. He calls check and Fitzwater. He did have the extra draw play. Let's see if he found something top deck, or is he still hitting the deck?
Yeah, I mean,
Fitzwater.
okay, here we go, here we go.
Had it for a minute, taking a pause once again.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
He might be having internet problems too. In his opening comments, he was cutting out quite a bit. And I know it's not me because I have stable dorm room gigabit internet.
Nice. Okay, well here comes the typing once again. Okay.
It's just teasing us.
You really
Yeah. I'm gonna bet $10 that this time is gonna be adjusted, but our clock on stream shows 44.5 minutes. And
Probably
maybe
would be like a 10-minute deduction, but
yeah, about 10 minutes. Yeah, I would say so, but he's starting to add on here as well. But I mean, I talked with Tapir earlier about how Fitzwater's had those long games. He's got 2 top 10 longest games, or 3 top 10 longest games. Now he had a 40-minute game against Ryan C last round, and then had a 46-minute game against Acosta in 2024 March Madness, and of course the game against G in March Elite 8, 54 minutes of 2023 as well. So Fitzwater is not new to the pace management game, and we will have to see where it goes with this one.
all right, here we
He's
go.
back
Is
to the
this
table.
it?
Is this it? Is this it?
Okay, maybe no, it's
Let's see here. We've got let's do some math, huh? Do some math. So we've got 23 we've got 52 cards played total, right? 52. And we've been going for 46 minutes. That is 1.13 cards per minute. Wonderful.
oh boy. Again,
And again, if you
really
take even
don't-
if you take 10 minutes away, let's divide it by 36 instead. That is 1.44 cards per minute. Isn't that fun?
see, the thing is, like, he was able to draw, so I don't really know what
Yeah.
the holdup is. Like, oh,
The
This is
um,
I I don't know if
Bruh.
he's having issues or I feel like he's got if he was trying to draw he did say 7 twice earlier, so it might just be internet.
There it is.
Oh my
Here he
god!
comes.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh.
But it's not done because he's gonna play again.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Brad in the commentary booth.
Brad broke into the booth, saw 47.5 minutes, and said,
Oh wait.
Oh wow, this game has actually been going on.
huh?
Probably meant to draw there or something. I don't know.
Like it wouldn't have mattered because like the cards.
No
Oh
way.
my
He's got a
goodness.
plus
Oh.
2.
There it is.
Oh, J Money, unfortunately, waiting so long and not being able to get a win off of it. Or at least
Does
off
he
of
have
the
a
plan
run
A.
to the finish, though? Is
Oh,
this
he got
it?
red fast. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, he's having keyboard issues. Uh-oh.
No,
Rip.
he's still his turn with the plus 2s.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. This game is not gonna end.
Fitzy's actually in the lead in cards now. And it's still his turn.
Yep, at least he's playing. That's what matters
Closes it
here.
off.
Okay.
If we
And,
can keep this pace up, then we'll be in good shape. But oh my god.
And the stream clock, we are going to probably lose about 10 minutes on the final log there due to that delay. But
You could probably just throw you could do minus 60 10 times and then that would be the time we have, but
true.
Okay, well, I mean, we can at least assume that his keyboard is back in order. And hopefully this doesn't.
I think he finally picked up his phone.
Or
I think he just seceded to typing on the damn phone. Anyway, couple up this time.
Yeah, either way, we needed something to happen. So.
Yeah. And on the official time, we are
what
approaching
is
40
this?
minutes, and
Fitzwater's
another
been
plus
saving
4.
this. Just and all of a sudden, he just has all these cards to work with.
And all the plus 4s have been played. 3 went to Fitzy.
Interesting how he drew. Like he drew after that yellow that plus 6, and then all of a sudden he plays these cards. Maybe
he's playing chess.
Oh well, okay.
He is playing chess, but here comes J Money with a blue wild trying to throw a wrench in it.
Yeah, you'd think this is definitely where he draws, but I mean, sometimes Fitzwater has those fades, but I mean, we haven't seen this recently. No, I'm not going to be here. Well,
oh,
what can J Money do now? I mean, he's trying to win this game, knowing that it's.
He thought he had it during that little pause we had, and then
it was 10% longer than
got thrown in it a
wanted
little bit.
it to be. Yeah.
Thought I had it. I still think I do.
Ooh.
Fair enough, but here's another oh. Well, let's see here.
J-Money's still back there. Interesting. I think he might be trying. It could be a bait play there.
I mean, we look at the history. We see all plus 4s are used. Ammo, we're starting to use up most of the ammo at this point. There's only 1 plus 2 left. If J Money has it, he could just try it, but I mean, we're getting to the point where a lot of actions are being used up. Still a little bit out there in terms of the, oh my god. And you know what? I might as well check the log, yeah. Okay. That's an interesting play.
Just
Is
for
this actually
fun.
like kind of a 51-minute game or no?
No, it's gonna lose about 10 minutes because of the
Okay.
pause he had there. So we're really at 41 minutes, approaching 42.
Alright, well Fitz goes for the green 9. I mean, we see the green wild. It's more of a play you would expect to see later in the game because you'd think that Fitzy has greens. But maybe it's one of those strats where you play the risky move and it actually ends up paying off. So, or Jamie going for just a run to get back into the lead. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a little bit of a run there.
Trying to pull closer. He's just within a triple.
Okay, well now Fitzy down to 3. But yeah, okay, so like I said, you take the chance, it pays off. Can J Money continue this green? Or does he go for the switch? He's able to enact a plan now. He's got the green 8. I feel like this might be a stream where we don't ask questions mid-game, just so we can or at least don't ask them to Fitz because he's not in VC anymore.
Depends on how much of a time crunch we're on.
Well, I don't know. I feel like off of how this game's going, like even taking away the time,
We're still
a pretty long
taking away the
game.
time. We're still at 43 and a half minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
They're playing chess and they're taking forever.
All right, well, J Money might have an avenue here. Fitzwater has been drawing, so he can really just play his hand. He's got the red 8. And let's see here. We got not many numbers on red left. Just a couple of. I mean, it's still a decent amount actually. But we still at least there's that one straight +2, a reverse and a skip, and then a couple of numbers. So we'll see how much J Money has on this red. I don't know if Fitzy's going to be opened up off this. I feel like there's a chance he draws again. But we'll see.
I can't even keep track of where they're iced out.
Yeah, I mean, Fitzy you never really know until he plays like a +4, and then you kind of see, okay, he probably doesn't have this color anymore. But other than that, it's kind of hard to tell. And now Fitzwater is taking this time again. We'll see how much time he takes, because Oh, there you go. Okay, so we're fine.
Ooh,
so yeah, he did have a double
double.
play. Actually takes the lead off that. Could actually make the difference here, but if J Money has more red, then I feel like he could just play it cool, wait for the draw, the next turn. And unfortunately, no, he actually doesn't have any more. So maybe was hoping for like a draw on the red. Unfortunately, not going to get it, and now he's left hanging. Is this seriously 1 hour game? I mean, we're not. It's unlikely because unless this goes another like 20 minutes, I don't think it's 1 hour game. Oh, Vapor's on VC. Never mind. But okay, so the switch into yellow. I think this is going to free up both players here. We see. I mean, I feel like of all colors, yellow. We don't see a lot of yellows being played. This could come. It could come down to this. Does Fitzy have the Uno? If it's game, that would be crazy.
Game
What
went
would
so
he even
long,
have?
I ran out of water. Anyway.
Oh my god. What would Fitz have for it to be game right now? Oh, yellow reverse. He could have the yellow reverse.
Very possible.
That's my card too.
Yeah, all the wilds. There's only one wild left. Oh, wait. What was he
So
trying
he
to do?
did have it. Oh my god.
Oh, he snuck it! Whoa!
Well, messed up the exclamation point. I'm just gonna tell him, do that next time, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, there. That's game 1 for you, and I don't know. I don't have any comments.
I have yeah, that is gonna be number 5 on the board.
I had
Nope.
reds.
Had
That's
Reds.
Oh,
I
you did,
drew.
okay.
I was looking. You see, the thing is I was looking to get a switch card to yellow, and he did it for me before I needed him to, and he got it. GG's.
Actually, it'll be number
Yeah, that's
6.
fair.
Number 6.
You know what? Yeah.
That'll top his own game against Acosta. March
I don't mind
2024.
Okay, yeah. Before we go to this next game, I don't mind that strat because sometimes, like, you have to you have to give a look, and I feel like he was kind of banking on not getting that number efficiency there. That was tough. I don't. I'm not. I think J Money, you know, he's got some interesting strats. Just unfortunately, just didn't work out. So okay, yeah, I thought I had more to say there, but you know,
I guess I'll just ask this, Fitzwater. Obviously, you had the delay there with the keyboard issues, but you know, we're working through that. Obviously, just a lot of pace and a lot of chess. What's it like going up against an opponent that kind of is playing into the kind of style of Uno that you like to play with the pace and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I had a wild hand, anyways, with +4s and all that, and I thought I was going to end it with a +2 I had at the end, and then he just gave me them +2s and +4s and gave me all the skips. So I had to use a different strat compared to what I used to in my last game, and it pretty much worked the hand despite the keyboard delay. I don't know why I kept doing it on my phone, but move on from that, and yeah, hopefully I keep that same strat that I did in game 1 of this game.
All right.
so after that, we're going to
Guys,
game 2.
it's time for game 2.
All right,
yeah.
you can't pick 7.
Yeah, no 7. No 7. How many?
I'm gonna just say it right in here right now,
Yeah,
so I don't have to type it in. I'm gonna go with 6.
Fair enough.
Let's go gambling!
Here we go. Staying in the low tier. And green 8 to start.
Yeah, see, the
And
one
yes,
thing
ladies
about
and
this,
gentlemen, we have been up for 1 hour and 8 minutes, 22 seconds, and this is
Wow.
game number 2.
that's the second time in a row Fitzy went for an immediate switch. I was gonna say this could lead into an immediate draw city, and we could be, you know, suffering a long game immediately. But actually, not looking like to be the case here. But J Money testing the green. I mean, we'll see if that immediate switch was truthful or if Fitzwater had some saved.
So cross back to that starting green for J Money. Looking to try and capitalize. Does Fitzwater have another answer?
Okay, this will be interesting. He maybe didn't expect the switch into green. Now trying to feel like, okay, do I try to switch again if I have the option? Yeah, there's the +4.
Oh, and he was looking for a blue reverse on the back end, just didn't get P in there.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna matter too much. Still able to play it. Oh no. So
Wow.
he didn't play the blue reverse because
Yeah,
You
the blue
didn't do
reverse
the
didn't play
P.
there. Yeah, the P didn't
So
get
now you have 2 cards left, and one of them is revealed.
Question is, what is his last? Is it also a
There's-
blue? Because that could
Yeah,
he could win it on the next turn if so. So that's something to
Still-
keep in mind.
does leave questions. You know, it's not like an entirely. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's still it gives J Money an opportunity to be like, if I have the control to switch the color or not. If I have the control to switch the color, I can kind of make this harder for you to win. So we'll see what happens. I feel like it's possible J Money has nothing. Yeah. So the 2 possibilities here are Fitzy has another blue, and it'll be if he has to keep it blue, but he had to move there.
Triple play.
So
into
the only
green.
way, Fitzy wins is if he has a green reverse.
Yes.
But or maybe a wild to get the check. But
I think if he
other
had a
than
green
that-
reverse, then I don't think he would have.
oh,
Unless
yeah.
he was trying to do
It would've-
split ammo, I
it
don't
would've
think
been
he would
game
have
then.
done that because then he'd still be stuck. And then why
would've
would he
been
just
game,
double
you're
off
right.
that and then save the reverses? So I think he's stuck in the end.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. But yeah, the very clean switch. There's not much Fitzwater can do there. You're gonna have to take it. Needing some good cards in the top deck to really clutch this game here. Gets a green 5. Might stumble J Money on a color switch if he was looking for it. But he has another one, so it's not going to affect much here. Yeah, I'm going to draw. Okay, well. Alright, well, J Money, that's all I could do. He optimized his hand to the point where he was able to force the draw. And now we're going to Draw City. Hopefully not an extremely slow one. Yeah, we got
Back and forth.
Yeah, in 24 hours, we will see our streamer playing on a stream.
Like I said, I wonder who's playing in that game. I said at the
Okay.
top, second to last stream. The last stream will be tomorrow. I wonder who's playing in that game. Oh, I know, Aiden Smith.
That's true. The
Very
green
true.
7.
7 off the top deck for Fitzwater. J Money still no answers, and Fitzwater goes back to the deck. Just a quick little wink there in the staring match, and another staring match coming in here, and it doesn't look. And that blue reverse is going to be held hostage, Yoshi. The question is, what is J Money's path to victory? Does it go through the same place that Fitz needs to go?
Yeah, because we know J Money was the cause of this Draw City. I mean, obviously he needed it. But now you have to think of, okay, you're in Draw City. You might get a hand. You might get the hands, or you might get the cards to build a potential plan, or you might not. What really it's going to come down to is when you make the switch. Yep, there's the switch there. Does give Fitz the opportunity to play that blue reverse, but he doesn't have to. You know, he could play an interesting game here and just save it. And just looks away for a second. Yeah, he does. He will play it though. So there's the
Gets
double.
that blue reverse out of there. That could have been what he had to finish, and now they're running clean on the blue. But J Money's behind, and the question is, how far can Fitzwater go on the blue?
We see the blue 5, and there's potential actually for J Money to. I remember there was a green 5 played earlier. J Money might have been able to switch off of green sooner, but he chose not to. So really playing a strategic, definitely playing strategic here with his hand. We go into red. Fitzwater looking interesting on the red. Okay, no, not gonna be able to play after the skip. Does give J Money more understanding of Fitzy's hand. Now he's able to capitalize with the red 4. Fitz maybe looking for that switch on the 4.
Looking for a switch. He had left the skip open with nothing, and he
Oh,
finds
wow,
the
he
switch
did
to
get-
yellow.
That's the
Still
first
ahead by
yellow
2
in this
cards.
game. First yellow in the game, though, so J Money gonna probably be okay with that. Fitz is probably gonna need to really make sure that he can finish this game before J Money does. This could be the color that both players need here. There's the yellow 2. And now it's a tight game. We see anything can happen on this color. We get yellow 3 for J Money. Fitzwater looking for the Uno. He gets it. J Money maybe has the patience to save his ammo if he has any. Or maybe he's just got to play another yellow 3.
Here we
Hoping
go.
for the draw.
Does
Is
he
this
have it?
game? It would probably have to be yellow to be game, and it's
No.
not. So now J Money maybe for check himself.
Oh, he still got something. Does he? Oh.
Okay, he's trying to call Uno. I don't know
Uno
if
exclamation.
he's...
He doesn't see
he
it.
doesn't
Double
care.
Uno.
Well, no, maybe he doesn't even care.
And J Money gets it in, and we are double Uno.
All right.
And J Money
I don't
has
know
the
what's
hand.
about to
Does he
happen,
have
bro.
the win?
I don't know what's about to happen. Because you play the yellow 4. Possible number of fish opportunity for J Money. Now he might not be able to get it unless he... I don't know. I don't know. Unless J Money has a wild.
There's still plenty of yellow
feel
left
like-
as well.
Yeah, J Money could just have all yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So
Pace management.
you're
I wonder what that means.
strategizing. I mean, the only thing you can do is there's only 2 things you can do here.
Draw or play.
You can't power play if that's what you're thinking about.
So one of the 3 options is already off the table. There are only 2 options. The traditional Uno options.
No, it's a strategy. It's strategy. Fair enough.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, choosing the
Yeah, I
draw
feel like
there.
strategizing kind of gave away the fact that he didn't have it, but let's see.
No,
Fitzwater for the
no,
win. No, and
no,
they
he
are
chose
looking
to
for
draw
another
there.
color.
He strategized the draw. He could have.
He's
he
making
could have
sure
played.
draw. Okay, I'm gonna draw. Okay, yeah, for
Goodness
sure. Oh,
gracious. What is happening?
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Fitzy? Oh my god.
I did. Yeah, imagine if KT was here.
Oh wait.
Uh oh.
Is that good? Is
Wait,
that
wait.
good?
This is about to be.
Hold the phone, Fitzwater
Fitzy
for
was
the
in
win.
No way. Okay,
No,
that would have
it's
been
not
wild.
yellow. It's not red. What could it be?
Oh my god.
Fitzwater maybe hoping for an undercut there, and J Money smartly
Oh,
does
there's
it.
another.
Oh my goodness!
No.
And this time he gets the call in.
Yo, if Fitz finds this red, okay, yeah, he
Oh.
can. Well, is it a 1? No.
Nothing. Yeah, maybe J Money is. I think now I'm starting to think Yoshi J Money might have been baiting there.
Yeah, baiting. Yeah. He wanted to. He has a red, but he's just trying. He's having a fade. He's doing a fade look right now. All right. I mean, what an interesting game. Like, no huge top decks to the point where one of them gets like a +4 or a wild. So really, it's a crazy game here. Maybe Fitzwater might have just gotten something. No, he actually just has a green 1 again. Just very interesting end game here, where they're getting very, very close, but still just barely missing it. And let's see if this green opens up both a J Money here. Should open Fitzy at the very least.
Goes to green. Does J Money have a way through? Oh, undercut.
Oh, wow.
And he's got the possession arrow.
I mean, that's an interesting play
Haven't
there.
seen it in a minute.
Leaves questions if J Money had that blue one and was waiting for maybe that switch to. Oh, wait a minute. Mike paid the price for it though.
Wow.
Fitzwater, he's got 2. Does he have it?
This could be game.
Was this
it would be
lock and key? Not
No, it's
quite,
not.
but
Okay.
it's check.
All right. He just wanted to get down to Uno. You know, playing with that Uno to Uno strat, looking for a top deck potentially. I think, you know, it's not a bad idea because we see it many, many times. J Money, if he could have gotten something off that +2 though. I think that is always the thing you have to consider. And also, I mean, if he doesn't have any like ways to give Fitzy cards, the most he can do, I guess, is just hope that it's not blue. Or if he has a switch, then he.
Oh
yeah.
my
Okay.
goodness.
Well, you get the +4. Don't even need to think about
Going
it.
back to green again after undercutting the green. So interesting move.
All right, now, how far will J Money go with this +4? Can he get a maybe more than just a double? Oh yeah, he gets at least. We're going for a triple here. Let's see. How much
Oh,
more does J Money have in the
+6.
tank?
And
Just
gonna
one
close it.
more. The +4, the +2, the
And he's
2.
once again at dose.
Yeah, I mean, both players really wanting to put that pressure on, getting them down.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Now we saw J Money before pulling some fade looks sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Uno here. But it's a sound move from Fitz, but who knows?
Oh my
no.
goodness! Plus
Okay, well,
what?
I don't. How do you get that? Okay. I
We've been
really wonder
going
where you
wild.
got that. Did the +2 give you it? +2 surely must have given you one of those at least.
Yes. I had one
Okay.
beforehand, and I had the win for that +2, and I 100% thought that when he played that +2, I was boned until I saw I got a +4 and a green. So I was,
Oh god.
Well, yeah.
I just did it one at a time because I was a little shaking in my boots. I ain't gonna lie. I had to make sure I did it right.
I had a red 5 to end it all, and he switched it on me.
Oh.
Oh.
That's rough. Wow.
Oh.
I mean, it's just one of those tight games, man.
Wait, so what were you guys down to when you were at I think the first time you were both at Uno there?
All I had
when you were on the yellow.
all I had was a green +2.
Fitzy, what'd you have there?
I had a blue 2 to end it.
Oh.
Dang.
And then you
yeah.
switched it to red to go to Uno.
I'm
Did you
sorry,
have red at the end on
I'm
that
sorry.
7?
No. Sorry, not a blue 2. I had a red 4 to end it.
And the other time when you switched over to red to get Uno, what'd you have there?
It over to red, and I had blues, and then my last card was a red at the end, and yeah, that happened.
That was just a game of suspense. Jesus.
I'm surprised they kept. You could keep track of how what the last cards. Yeah, like I feel like I would have got confused of like, wait, I don't remember what card I had left, but.
Well,
yeah,
if you leave the what I usually do is leave the hand when you check your hand, I just leave that up instead of dismissing it so you can look back at it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god. Okay. Going into 1-1. We could be here for a long series.
So first game goes for a serious pace management. The second one is just a 14 minutes of sheer constant suspense. And now after an hour 24 minutes and 47 seconds on stream, J Money, you get your first home call of the series. And you cannot pick six. What'll it be?
12, please.
What did you say?
12.
12.
12. Got it.
And we're going to start with a
All right.
9 on the red.
You know, it's hard to talk about their strategies because I feel like it's like you focus more on like the fact of the pacing of the game, of the cards they're playing at the moment. Like, I don't know. Like, we see sometimes both players going for the aggressive move, and J Money at the very least having the opportunity to kind of, you know, play that +4 to then play another +4. We'll see. It's a very interesting dynamic here. I feel like both players are definitely evenly matched, as far as I know.
Ooh, early
Here we
wild
go
there.
with a big wild play.
The biggest play we've seen within the first 60 seconds of the game at all.
Oh yeah, you know, there's definitely a reason behind it. You wouldn't. Oh, okay. I think someone's joined back. You know, we see these early plays. You know, I don't mind that play, right? You don't know. Sometimes you play an early ammo card because you have a huge, really good hand. So is Fitzwater kind of accounting for that with that +2? Trying to set him back any way he can. Let's see here, but Fitzwater in the lead by 2, playing another yellow. And we're just going to play these yellows. We expect J Money to have a decent amount here. We don't know when Fitz is going to run out. That's the question. He might be able to switch as well. This could he could be in a good spot depending on the number that J Money plays. Well, it doesn't matter. He does have another yellow. They're just running it down. And then quick yellow 5. Wow. J Money actually being the one to draw first there, which is huge. Now Fitzwater can kind of play he goes back to red. I believe that's what J Money switched out of. This could be rough if J Money doesn't have any red, but he might have saved some. Okay, yeah, he did have some, the double play there. Fitzwater still in the lead with 5. J Money at 8. What happened here? Oh. I see.
It was a fake. It was a fake. A complete
Oh yeah,
fake.
yeah.
Yeah, I was so
April
confused
Fools.
for a second. Green 4 from Fitzy trying to cross over
Must have been April Fool's moment. All right, so
early.
the green
Early.
4. All right, new color territory. Now we see what. Now we start seeing a little bit more of their hands. You know, like got Nam here, and J Money might be prepping a run here. We gotta see if he's got a big run prepared. When you switch to a color that hasn't been played, or you know, if you played the game long enough, hasn't played in a while, there's always the potential of the player just instantly going for a huge run, because you know you haven't been on the color in a bit. So I think J Money might be doing that, or might be thinking about something else. Obviously, most people who take wild to type, it's because they got a run coming. But I think J Money, it's kind of like a mix. He's just kind of thinking about his play. So I feel like we don't know what's going to come with this switch into green. But J Money gonna have to think because you know Fitzwater only at 4 cards. He's gonna play it cool, and that's fair enough, right? You really gotta be patient with the spot. I feel like you go too aggressive on a switch, it could pay back very badly. It's worth just taking your time and seeing what Fitzwater's gonna do. Oh, maybe it might have been the wrong move though. Here comes a double, potentially
Looking for
for the
more.
Uno. Okay.
Oh.
But it's not game.
What?
Would have been a clean finish, but unfortunately has one card left that's for prevented him from winning. Now this gives J Money some leeway because now you're on blue, which hasn't been played yet. If he's got some cards on blue, he could use them here. He's just going to play cool, which is fair enough. Sometimes Fitz, you can get the top deck though, and that's what Fitzy's looking for once again. I think that's part of the strat as well, like looking for that top deck to keep the pressure on, or maybe just get the win. We'll see if he gets it here. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about.
Top deck heaven.
No way.
All right, well, hopefully he doesn't draw here.
Let's see.
Well, it's only a matter of time.
Takes his moment.
Do we go to the post-game questions now?
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. That's the quickest game, 6 minutes.
Yeah, that is the quickest game of the series.
Well, I mean, it's going quicker with every game.
I would say it's like being divided. I don't know what's being divided by at this point, because that was like about half, but I don't think 14's half of 56.
It would be 20. It would, yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. So
Divided by 4.
take about
divided
10
by
minutes.
2.
We're at 67:13 on this, so an hour 7 minutes and 13 seconds total. Next time, no. Yeah, I mean, J Money, it seemed like you just didn't have much to fight with. I mean, obviously the pace makes it look different than what you'd see for most games that are kind of an outnumbered type of thing on the ammo, but it seemed like you just didn't have much to fight with there. I mean, or were you just playing a little too conservative there? Talk me through that game.
Well, I was playing too conservative.
Oh.
I wanted to see how long I wanted to get him to a draw, but he just didn't do it. I wanted to, but I had 2 +4s is the thing. I had 2 wad +4s.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I had time. I had a strategy thought out, but it just everything else didn't line up, if you know what I mean. Like
Right.
the +4s would have got me to where I needed to go to nowhere else. And at that point, I thought giving him the +4s was just more ammunition for him to use against me. But who knows? That could have been the game changer. But I'm not mad at my strategy. It is what it is.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't blame if it doesn't line up, Yoshi. But
I was gonna
mean,
say,
I mean, even with that, Fitzy still had a lot of ammo in the back end as well.
See, I was gonna say that, like, I think the conservative play would have worked if he didn't get the +4 off the draw. You really, you can't prepare for that. You just kind of, So I really like. It's one of those moves where you just have to accept it. I really don't think there's not much to be upset about there.
I did get lucky in that draw and gave me that +4, and it was like I was waiting, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. I don't really have much more to add there.
Yeah, game 4. I think we are ready.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Give me 14.
14
Oh, we're just
it
going
is.
up. All right.
To the unemployment line we go. Here we go. Blue 4 to start us off. Game 4, 2-1 Fitzy.
In this game, I'm fine with it.
14.
Fine being on the unemployment line today if it means we can save 20 seconds. Anyway, crossing over quick, another immediate switch, and that seems to be the running theme. Three out of 4 games, the first player to start goes for the number efficiency.
It is definitely interesting. I guess now that I look back at that last game, we saw that J Money went for that early wild, and it kind of proved my theory right that maybe he has some things in the back end, and he actually did. Unfortunately, just didn't have the time, didn't find the time and place to use them. But we'll see how this game goes, because you get 14 cards, you're definitely going to get some. You're probably going to get some. I'm not going to say you definitely will. There's no definites with this bot. You're probably going to get something, but how useful that something is really dependent on the cards.
Just running it on red.
Yeah, I'm liking this pace, honestly. All right,
Don't
so
jinx it.
30 minutes.
don't jinx it. Yeah, fair enough. So
And suddenly
just
they
like
stop.
No.
Yeah, Nom, when you wake up, we'll be in game 5.
I agree with
Night.
that.
Sleep tight.
All right.
Don't let the
So yeah, there's
pancake
a
only
switch.
bite.
Yo, there's the switch into yellow. Clean start from both players here. And yeah, look at that. Fitzy at the immediate yellow 1. J Money picking up the pace 2.
It seems to be a shift here. First 3 games, I mean, you saw it go down, but Puzzle Dan offering Nom some tea in the chat. We cross over to green now.
It's a very interesting game here. We're seeing like these very clean switches. Nothing to really say because now green 7 being the last color. I mean, we didn't see much of blue because of the immediate switch, but just really they're able to kind of run down the colors that they have. And sometimes I feel like a lot of more times than you'd expect, even with a lot of cards, you could just be stray, or you could have a very weak one singular color. So there's always that possibility of an early draw from one of these guys, but we're not going to see it here. We're going to see a double plate from Fitz, which I know. I mean I know short.
I'm asking him. Double
fair
play
enough.
from Fitzy. We go, and now J Money just playing it clean on the green. And once again, I'm rhyming without trying. Oh my god!
Whoa. All right. Well, we talked about J Money being conservative with his hand. I mean, this speed. I'm shocked at the speed. Okay, well, J Money probably doesn't have anything, so I feel like, well, actually, it's tough. I feel like J Money, he has this very interesting strategy where he doesn't draw just because he doesn't have anything, right? And well, okay, wow, that draw actually helping out Fitzy a lot there. But can J Money run on this blue? We saw him early switch out of blue. Then maybe he wanted that because he wanted to save. He wanted to wait to use some of his blue ammo, or he just doesn't have blue. There's always that. But there's always that kind of you see those interesting moves from J Money, and there's a reason behind the method behind the madness. I mean, I think there's really something he's trying to plan here, and we'll see if he has any cards to stop this win here.
What does he have to counter the blue swap for check? He's got 7 in the bag. What can he come up?
Yeah, there's a blue +2 save.
And just like that, he's in the lead. But he leaves the door open.
Oh,
Risky.
Now, this is the type of play that makes me think he might want these cards if he might want this.
Seems like it. Fitzwater
No
isn't
way,
going
Fitzwater with nothing. Oh my goodness! Crazy draw city here. That is one of the rarest draw cities you'll see. Okay, well there goes the +2 stacks. Probably a good thing. But yeah, still nothing on that skip. Will J Money take the bait with this skip? I mean, if it is the bait at all. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, he's going for it. Red skip and the red reverse. Looking for a triple play at least.
And
Yeah,
we'll
gets a
close it.
triple.
And so
All
he's
right.
ahead by 4 cards.
Flipping the scoreboard from what the game was at first, we saw Fitzy mostly in the lead, and now J Money taking this lead for the first time. There's the red 9. All he can do is play. Can J Money run with this? No, he can't.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's
Add an
huge.
extra info for Fitzy. Now you can kind of take that into consideration. Can he keep playing the red? I mean, he might just go back to yellow, or not back to yellow. He might just switch the color. I mean, sometimes you get that draw, and you're like, you know what? I actually don't. Oh, another red 9? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think it is.
Both red 9s have been played, so no, it's not.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't notice that. Well,
I just did.
Okay, so I think Fitz probably either wants the switch or isn't just wants another red. Okay, that's fair enough. Magic. Where did the message go? All right, switching the blue. Not much to say there. J Money might be freed up off this. Yep, blue 2. All right, and now Fitzy's still behind, but you think with that control to switch into blue, he's probably gonna have some plans here. Yep, blue 7. All right. Does J Money consider switching if he has the opportunity? He's just gonna quickly play blue, so probably not even gonna entertain the idea there. Yeah, I mean, Fitz knows that. I mean, he's still the one behind, kind of the one in the pressure scenario to make a move, make a big move if he has to. Fitz looking to get down to 4, but you never know. He might have ran out of blue here. If he did, and he has other ammo, that now you have the question of if he's going to use that ammo. Could play it safe and draw, but J Money's at 3, so it's definitely definitely a big moment here.
Back and forth on the blue after the switch, and J Money's still at the slight advantage.
Yeah, this is a warranted taking your time move here,
Absolutely.
but leaves me curious. How long will he take? Okay, here we go. This could be it. Blue 6. All right, just plays another blue. J Money. With 3 cards. Also taking his time a little bit here. He might not have the finish. I don't think he has the finish right now. So maybe he's trying to think, okay, what's the best course of action? Do I go the offensive and go for the win, or do I go for the defense? And sometimes you think you can have the win, but sometimes it gets stolen from you, and now you have to think like, what do I think will keep me? What do I think will get me the best odds of winning?
Doubles up to the 6, and does J Money have more?
A very interesting set of. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if that's game though.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So So I think he's doing the. I mean, I'll call it the Fitzy strat, but it's not like a patented, officially Fitzy strat.
Not trademarked.
Yeah, but we saw him do this a couple times, drawing at 1 card left, or getting to Uno and then seeing if he gets top deck. Unfortunately, not going to happen for J Money. Another blue 6 to force the draw, which is a good move. Can Fitz switch off of this now, or can he do something more? All right, again, now it's kind of another pressure scenario, but you have a little bit more intel knowing that you could just keep it blue and draw if you don't think you have a good clear path. But if there's an opportunity to win, it might be worth taking it here. I mean, yeah, we see that. I feel like with both these players, I feel like they'd probably prefer, talking about the power play a bit. We see that, especially in D2, the general consensus is that I like to save it to the end. But if I'm down like 3 games and if I'm down in match point and my opponent's at match point, I might need to use it at some point. But other than that, generally people don't use it until it absolutely matters. Fitzy could be thinking about using it, maybe. I don't. There's some possibility there, but it's really hard to tell because we see this slow strat so many times. We don't really know what it means for what he's gonna play.
Taking his pause once again. We are approaching 14 minutes on game number 4.
All right, here we go. Finally finding the option. It's another blue. Does J Money have any blues? Okay, well, did he get one off the draw, or is he gonna find the switch off of the 5? Might have actually gotten something big off of the draw, though. To fear. Ooh,
He
wow.
was right. He was right, chat. He was right.
All right, off the draw, he gets a +2.
Leaves it
Didn't
open.
feel safe. Wow. I mean, this is and now we don't know what Fitzy's gonna do. Just another blue. I mean, hey, fair enough.
If it works, right?
Oh, and there's something good off the draw that J Money finally gets. Fitzy. Oh wait, the green 4 though. He was looking for that. But can J Money steal the win?
They're both at dose. J Money's got
Okay,
check.
well,
Fitzwater for check or the
He gets
win.
the Uno. But I feel like if Fitzy needs, the only way Fitzy can win this is if he gets the double play. J Money likely gonna have another green here. I mean, or if he has something saved in the back pocket. Yeah, that's a green 4, but I don't know. Is that gonna be game? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Well, only so much you can do there.
Fitzy, what was your last card there? Oh man, 2-2.
Yeah, we need to know because that could
Yeah.
have literally came down to it.
Fitzy, what was your last one there?
I had a yellow 2 to finish it off.
Oh.
So didn't have it, but J Money had it anyway. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
got
only
that.
J Money had a green 2, then that would have made things crazy. But unfortunately,
That would've been
no.
insane. I don't even know anymore. Back and forth we go. The pendulum is swinging.
Gee.
That's crazy.
10,
Good
please.
Yeah, I have nothing more. I'm not
think-
KT. I
yeah,
don't have 20 questions after this. Sorry.
I think they both want to keep playing. So
I think keeping the pace up is for the best, because definitely I think both are going to be strategic in trying to get these wins. So in between,
yeah,
yeah.
if you're playing a slow paced game, you probably don't want to keep your head out of the game. So it's fair enough.
True. So going
yeah,
with the 10 now,
it's
we're
the-
back into that. We're kind of fraying again into the mid tier here. Fitzy went low
Whoa,
tiers first
okay.
two, and now he's going aggressive.
Wait, what happened? Yeah. Go do that. Cyan. All right, double
I
play.
moved the event to watch party 2 as well. For that one. Anyway.
All right, the wild red is interesting, but we saw J Money did that in an earlier game, so that could be the same thing here. But there's only one way to find out. Fitzwater gonna be able to play a red. We'll see what red it is. And maybe part of the reason why he's I do think maybe the internet might be slowing him a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely
with
think
some of
it's a factor at this point.
Okay, because I saw him typing earlier, but it's all good. I mean,
Happens.
some of these guys can't handle the stream. Dude.
Dude.
All right. Yeah, I mean, an intense game 5 that could make a big difference. We saw. All right, well, here we go. Never mind. That's probably internet. Okay.
Do do do.
What do we see here?
By the way, everyone, this started at 5:15. It is now
Yes, this
7:15.
is crazy. This is wild.
Classic. Classic.
Yeah, quite a frustrating circumstances here. We see. All right, let's see. Can he get that? Can he get that typing in? Will he be able to play? I feel like there we go. Okay, red 0.
Oh, it's happened.
Internet is alive
Pace management is insane.
for sure. And now J Money.
It's not 600-minute insane, but it's insane.
Now, now J Money can remember that it's his turn and now think about his move here. But yeah, you see that red 0. It's obviously wanting to preserve that red for at least another turn. Oh no! And wow, not a good start for J Money. Not doesn't seem like he's getting the cards. I think he's in a position to have to draw, hoping for something to stop what Fitzy's gonna do. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Might be able to get something in before before he loses internet again. There we go. The red 8. Now you play riskier with as it's not as you can't play another 0. You have to play a number that it's possible J Money could switch out of. I mean, that's the most you can. That's the best you can do. So. All right, at least we got Fitzwater prepping his next move as well. Nothing there from J Money again. Oh, and what a move to get to play another red 8. Yeah, it's just not a good hand for J Money. He's trying to find something. I think that's his strat. He's really trying to or I mean, he could be waiting for the switch and might have a lot of ammo on the other colors. Could be the patience there. But yeah, either way, you don't want to be this far behind just at the start of the game. And I mean, it's a matter of time before Fitz potentially switches the color or something. He actually is not. He's gonna have another red. I mean, J Money looking for anything here. A 2 would be nice. Okay. Both players typing for a second there.
I have to say, pace management is not my cup of tea.
All right, I think he just got that +4. He had to use it. I mean, he was on a run and you don't know what was going to happen. So yeah, there's an opportunity for J Money to finally be able to play. Okay. Yeah, now Fitz gonna have to assess his cards again.
Big plus 4 to yellow. Still behind by 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think J Money was just looking for something to work with. I feel like you don't have a great hand. It's just best to draw. Like, why not? Just hope and then just hope that the other player doesn't finish the game before you can get something good. But yeah, the yellow 4 looking to keep things going. But yeah, Fitz able to run on this yellow so far. Ooh, no, there's a switch here. J Money should be able to run this. And wow, okay, one of the first a rare ditto from these guys. Green 3 from Fitz. Green 5 now. Just running down the cards. Trying to wait for that big play. Fitz not going to have anything more on the screen. Green 7. All right, and Fitz probably looking to look for a switch of some sort. Wow, and he gets a +4 of his own.
Oh my
Gonna
goodness.
bring it to blue. J Money put back to 11. That's an interesting switch now. We go into red. It's not a bad move because we saw, the amount of reds that Fitzy played. You wouldn't think he has more, but you just don't know. I understand the move though. Just trying to avoid that blue. I think that's fair. But here comes a +2. Okay,
And leaves
never
it
mind.
open. Nothing more than that.
Would have been interesting if he kept going, but unfortunately no. So yeah, I mean, good call from J Money. Now he could actually +2 back, but he's not gonna. Playing conservative. All right, the red 9 looking to run on this red. Can he force another draw on Fitz? No, he actually gets the switch on the 9. We go into yellow now. Oh, wow. And J Money has had enough of these switches. We go into the triple skip. He wants green. He will get it. And yeah, it's a draw for Fitz. Okay. So, just trying to force a draw on Fitz once again. And we're just gonna run the greens down. Let's see if Fitz can find a switch as he did last time. Probably gonna be looking for a blue here. Oh, he gets the blue. I mean,
He's got
how
the
many
2.
times? How many times can he switch and doesn't, and unfortunately, J Money has ran out of opportunities to switch back. We'll see, though. I mean, he's drawn a couple times that could have fumbled his plans enough to the point where he'd still be okay. Blue skip.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, though.
Hold the phone.
I would expect an Uno, maybe, unless it's actually game, which would be wild. Oh, it could be. We don't wait, but hold on. Fitzy sometimes draws. Yeah. Okay. Scared us all, but unfortunately, he does the draw after those two action cards. Same money. All he needs to do is play the blue 6. Play the same card. Force a draw again. Fitzy looking for a top deck once again. Maybe relying on it too much. Oh, blue skip, but he's gonna have to draw because, you know, he drew on it earlier. Yep. Blue 1. Keeps it blue. Fitz just fighting for this Uno. Oh, he does get another Uno, and it's a blue 9. That actually forces the draw on J Money, so I think he was looking for a number efficiency on that 1, or at least something different from what happened there. These top decks are working for Fitz, even if it's not for the game finisher. It's at least stalling J Money.
Keep him in the right position. You never know when number efficiency could come in handy.
That's true as well. I didn't think it would be on the 9 because we saw so many 9s already. Oh, and as I say that, green 9. This, I don't know. I mean, you'd think this would be a draw for Fitz. Okay, it is. Nice move from J Money there. And there's the green 1. That's what he wanted to switch it. That's the switch he wanted. So this is the color he needs, that's for sure. I mean, Fitzwater is going to be stuck at this point, and he needs to find something on the top deck now. Oh, okay, that's just... Okay, well, he gets the green 8, but is it too little, too late? No, it actually works. So not getting the cards. But wait, Fitzwater, does he have the 8? I mean, I thought he was going to because of the... He was typing a little bit there. But it might just be a case of the internet once again. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's definitely crunch time for both players in terms of them being very low on cards. You know, I think for Fitz, can he get to Uno on this 8? That would be something. Yeah, there he's got the 8. He's got the 8.
He's got the 8.
J Money, is there anything on yellow to stop this? Oh no, it's just gonna be a KT classic.
Oh my goodness.
All right, get the emojis out, ready for the draw. There it is. What a time to use the KT Classic. J Money was at 2.
I would have been disappointed
didn't care.
if a series of this length didn't make it.
No,
didn't get a KT
Nah, that's
Classic.
not game. Yeah,
No.
that's not game.
Unless he had a skip in the backhand, you know.
Oh God. I mean, Fitzwater's been getting a lot of skips, but he kind of just been using them and forcing and just drawing afterwards. So it's not really leading to much.
Look at that wild differential for J Money. 6 wilds to just 1 for Fitzwater.
Oh wow, yeah. Fitzwater not getting any traditional wilds. It's a very interesting scenario there. Oh great, we talk about it and it comes right at our faces.
Ta-da!
So that's gonna be, if J Money doesn't have any more left in the tank, that's gonna be rough. Oh, he does though. +2. Yeah, that's gonna do it to prevent at least prevent the win, assuming he had it there. All right, well, what's Fitz gonna respond with? Can he? Yeah, there's the double. That probably would have been the game. So, I mean, J Money wanting this yellow too. That's the thing about that yellow wild. Now with the 2 cards left, it's gonna be tough if Fitzwater doesn't have any more wilds, or sorry, yellows. Let's see. Can he still get to Uno, or is he gonna have to draw? Because now you don't really know. Okay, so let's see. And much to look at yet. I feel like sometimes Fitz doesn't process when he gets +2'd or something, or he messes something up, but but I assume this is internet regardless. But yeah, what I'm curious about is, J Money in this interesting scenario where he clearly had yellow prior to the green wild, but he didn't want to risk. I mean, it was a smart play, right? You don't want to risk him finishing on yellow. And now he's playing all the yellows he has. Maybe he can get to Uno still with the yellow in play. So okay, but yeah, Fitzy also getting to yellow I'm mixing my words up.
Ooh.
So there's the yellow 3 Uno. Nothing from J Money. Kenny Fitzy. Wow, unbelievable.
What? 21:48, and we are just 150. Oh my god.
No, not 150. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
155. Yeah, 155. Lose 10 minutes. And
Oh my goodness, it is a true back and forth.
it is a true back and forth. It is.
Huh?
What was that?
45? Oh my god, there's an emoji called 45 apparently in one of your servers.
That is insane.
Well, okay, right. I do want to go to game 6, but J Money, what did you have left?
What I had was a red skip, a green 0, and a blue 1.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah.
It was not good to me this round. It was It's okay though. Next round.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Look, short. I think we go to the next game, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm
Okay.
completely lost
J
on this.
Money, just it's your call. Can't be 14.
Oh yeah, 14.
I didn't hear it.
I'm trying to remember what we used already.
You just can't. Oh, you just can't pick 14. That's the only
Oh,
one.
okay. Then let me go with 12.
All right. Yeah, it goes back to that 12. So he did lose on it in the previous game, but running it back in, especially in D2, is not a bad move.
MCSR, you're allowed to do that. And 3-2, and what is in store? And we are at 145-24 as of game number 5. So that will put us at. It's already second long. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That has broken the top 10 already, and will most likely break the top 5. Unless we have like a god tier hand on one side. The
All right,
longest
well-
and this is a very strong contender for longest D2 series in history, and that would be breaking just the record that was made in the February Flurry round of 32 between Clint and Ace, going in 150-114, and that is that's still standing as the longest series in 2025 league wide. The longest one in D1 so far this season was the Ashley KT Final Four game in March Madness, going 140-26. And that's already been beat, so we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness! Stoplight of reverses! Stoplight!
I mean, you talked about, that's funny, yeah. If you talked about God hands, J Money needs it.
Well, if it's
right
a
now.
God hand for J Money, then
He needs it to bring it to game 7.
yeah, I should say if it's a God hand on Fitzy's side, then maybe not. But
Well,
excuse me.
he's just gonna play it cool.
Because I think we all know what's going to happen if we get a game 7. I'm just going to put that out there.
Oh God.
Funny
will be
combo,
something.
funny number combo, and then we're just doing multiples of 3 out of order. Excuse me.
Well. Yeah, how far can Fitz go on the screen? I mean, he's kind of just letting J Money switch these colors. You know, we saw that triple quad play, but here comes the blue, which actually J Money didn't use any. We haven't been on yet, so yeah, it's looking to be okay for J Money here. Let's see now. Fitz looking to cook on it. He gets the blue 0. Can J Money play? Yes, the blue 4. Still in the lead. Fitz a little bit behind, but with like maybe like a +2 or something, he could bring this into a tie at least. Ooh, he goes for the switch back to green? That's interesting. Oh boy, J Money looking for the big game 7. He might have it, honestly.
Oh my goodness!
Hey.
Wow!
So no matter what Fitzwater did, he was gonna lose.
108-52, and the fastest game of the series by far, 328. And we're going to a game 7.
Well,
Wow.
here we go.
Men, get the full sense out. We're full sending.
Bingo!
I mean, we have to, right? Let's see here.
Here we go. The send is down. I don't even need questions anymore. I'm over it. Let's go.
Both
Blue
with
eight to
one,
start us
both with the
off.
power play too.
Power play in effect. That is huge. So this could it just depends on the situation. Either make it go fast or prolong it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the game. I'm gonna commentate on the game. I don't have anything else I want to talk about anymore. The switch into yellow immediately from J Money.
This is probably the record for longest stream that I've done.
Most likely. And there's a 0 from Fitz.
Yeah.
Roll 4. Yeah, okay. I mean, you get a lot of cards. You're gonna run it down quickly. Yeah, everyone's showing up. They know it's coming down to this. Let's see, J Money with the next move. And he goes big. That's a triple.
Ooh. The aggression's really been turned up for J Money. He has the ammo in the latter two games here.
Yeah, we have Ami Nifty started as well.
Let's see. Have
I
they
do
played
think-
7 already?
No, I was gonna say I do think this series will end before theirs does.
They're in game 2. Ami up 1-0. Make sure you join us and watch Party 2 after the game today. If it ever ends.
But yeah, that interesting +2 from Fitz. I think he wants to have a lead because I feel like usually that's when he's most confident. But yeah, there's the green 0. That's gonna, maybe thinking about wanting to testing if Fitz has any more greens left. He actually does though. So let's see here. Another green from J Money. Oh, and not wasting much time to play that red wild. J Money gonna let it go. I think that's fair. You don't really know with 8 cards.
I think at this point, it's an estimate by every stretch, but I think this is about broken longest D2 series period.
We're gonna see.
It's not exact, but I think it's pretty dang close. Because if you take away 10 minutes, the longest one was 150-114. There's a +2
again.
from Fitz.
Just looking to set J Money back, really. And he's just gonna play it cool, which I don't mind, right? Like sometimes you play these wilds and it doesn't actually mean you get the win off of the color. You just kind of want to try something.
Yeah, we are
I
past
think,
150-114. Yep, that will. And there's
that's good.
Give it like a few decades, and there will be. Maybe, hopefully. One down this time, and Fitzwater going to yellow.
It's funny you see these moves after you play a wild on a different
color. Undercut.
Am I opting to switch out of that? Doesn't want Fitz to get any more control.
1-1 over in Crusade stage. Nifty getting a gain.
I mean, it's tight, man. I feel like there's a plan that Fitz is trying to conjure up, but J Money, he has more cards, but he has those big runs he can play out sometimes. Wouldn't be surprised if he could steal the win somehow. But it's a matter of if Fitz has blue, though. That's the thing. I mean, the last time we saw blue was at the very beginning of the game. J Money was switching out of it, earlier. So I think he again, he does that early fade strat where let me switch out of this color now, so then when I switch back, I can kind of do something on this color when I need to most. And I think that's what J Money's going to do. But we'll see what Fitz has left in store. I was going to say that we are getting close to a 2-hour series. And this,
And
the internet might be the
this
cause
would
of
only
that.
be the 5th one to break 2 hours in league history, and nobody in D2 has broken 2 hours yet.
There it is. I knew it. Yep, his internet is down.
Oh my, yeah.
So here we go. Here's where the time starts
Fitzwater
to...
pulling the Caesar strats. Or the
Dude.
Allen strats.
Just everything. I don't know. Man. Oh. So true.
That's
So
me
true,
today.
actually.
It's not like I had to drive 4 hours, then go straight to class. No, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we just gotta wait for Fitzy to be able to type once again. I mean, I don't know. You don't know what to
Yeah.
expect because this could, for all we know, he could already have the win, and it's just the worst timing for things for internet to be mean to you. But yeah, it could. There's two ends of the spectrum. And it could be anywhere within the spectrum. So, of what Fitz is going to do in this next play. Oh, you did see a rainbow 3 in the other game.
Let's take a live look over here while I wait for this to happen. You had the Skittles, and now Nifty with a +4.
At this point,
More action here. Oh, Ami with the response. Eye for an eye. Wow. That's way more exciting. Is anything happening over the bow stage? No, back to the Crusade stage. And Nifty. Oh, wow. Look at that undercut play.
I gotta. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna keep track of if Fitzy's typing.
Oh, Red Wild from Nifty back and forth. Oh,
What
you can't read me, he says. That's wild. G's about to tell him, you guys are on stream. That's crazy. Oh, he back to blue again.
That would have been bad for. I mean, that's bad. That's mainly bad for Ami because he doesn't. He tends to lose on stream more than what is going on over there.
It's like halftime of March Madness. Let's watch the other game that's on.
Okay.
No. I'm not jumping VCs. I'm staying over here.
Okay. This is. What's it been? Yeah, I'm gonna just to see if he's okay. I do think.
Oh my lord. You cannot be serious. Oh, yeah, I will pause the stream clock. Here's Nifty for Uno.
Oh my god. That was the wrong time to call out, but okay. Wow. Okay, when do we yeah, wait, when do we pass?
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not his fault if it's his internet, because the keyboard was on him. But I don't know. Oh, Nifty gets a 2-1. Number efficiency. He's got the 8, Yoshi.
Ooh.
Not that button. That button. Oh dear God. That response went to gray status. Oh no. I have no words.
Yo.
I have no words.
Oh, never. Okay, he's back. He's back, or at least he's back online.
Oh my God. He's on. Oh, he's online. Well.
Well, yeah, he hasn't played, but.
Oh.
But wait, just hold on. He might start typing. That would be huge. Let's make. I mean, yo. Here, I'll type it. It might. It'll just say that, yeah.
Crossing over to green.
Oh, like, what's this?
Oh, you wanna listen to that? Report back.
Oh, so okay, he wants his turn skipped because his keyboard is dead again.
Oh
Um,
my God.
It's gonna be a rough pass, yeah.
How does your keyboard? I don't even know.
See, and now the problem is,
Okay, are we gonna pass you again then?
because it doesn't solve the
The 10-minute, yeah. I have no words anymore. It's still longest series in T2 history. We have to take note of that fact, Yoshi. Despite these delays, there's still they're still pushing the pace management. They're like this series would still be about
yeah.
as long as it is.
That is true. See, like, okay, what I'm thinking, because we can only do this for so long. Like, might have to. See, I'm not sure when exactly to pass again once, because I might need a system at this point where I really just don't understand how twice now. Like,
Well,
let's see, Ami at 4. Ooh, Ami looking for finish maybe? Oh, what a hand.
Is what you're watching being streamed? Is it on the stream?
it's now up.
All right.
Oh, wow, unbelievable mistake. It was so it's just in a different stage.
It's in Crusade. Crusade stage.
I'm gonna go watch that for a little bit.
'21 card comeback. I'm just gonna note that. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like we do a pass every 5 minutes because just to at least keep things going. Yeah. So in the next minute, I'll just pass again. Bro.
What is that? Note the comeback. Jesus.
Yeah, I come back here for either player now. You didn't even realize.
Oh, I didn't realize he had a comeback too.
Okay. And we're gonna do this. And yep,
We'll cross
sounds
to Bow
good.
State. Yeah. Yeah. There's the pass.
All right. Yeah. It's just I mean just blues. I mean at the very least we're making very slow progress, but progress. Uh but yeah, from that instant look, we'll see what happens. But we don't know yet.
So what's everyone having for dinner since it's clearly dinner time?
There was something I was gonna do, but now things have changed.
I don't even know. It's done. I just haven't gotten it yet. That's all I got.
Dude,
That's so real.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't have anything. I don't even know.
We have
Look over here. We might have an entire series play out in front of us. Remember when you said that it wouldn't finish before us?
I mean,
The reality
that-
setting in here at the bow stage as we
Dude,
look
this is
longingly
like the
over at the
worst.
fast-paced play at the Crusade stage. 2-1 Nifty in Game 4. They started 30 minutes ago.
I'm actually going to switch the scoreboard to this. I'll just not show the records, and then just switch the. I'll keep the scoreboard colors, but
No.
no, there's like it's literally just changing two things.
in a minute, you will get to play again.
Triple play. Yeah, and mind you, this whoever wins this one on Crusade will get a comeback on the board. Both are at 20 plus. Both had 20 plus card comebacks. Ami had a 24, Nifty 21.
Nice.
Please.
Look over at the bow stage. Oh my goodness! Triple play.
Hey,
what
I
a
mean, it's
moment!
something.
What
It's
a
something.
moment!
Let's go. Making moves.
Making moves.
Making moves.
Half off special. 8-4 on the table. Bro is just gone. I have no words for what's going on right now.
Yeah, I can't.
2-1 the other way. 2-1 the other way.
He's got to get he's got to get something new to fix whatever this is. I don't know if a new keyboard would even fix the problem. Like, what even like?
I've been told
What is
that
even going wrong?
it's because his keyboard is multilingual on his phone.
Okay. Interesting. All right, Ami.
I'm
Can he get
surprised
the
this
win?
is taking 20 minutes or so to fix, though.
Ami, not. There we go.
2-2 and Ami gets a comeback.
I mean, he was. If he lost that would have been rough, because he had the win and then messed up like one letter and then got called out.
No one will watch this stream archive.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not on your names, so like they probably won't even know unless they're like, watch this 2-3 hour stream.
I see you, G.
Let me watch this three. Wait, what's happening? No shot.
Oh my god. The colors aren't correct, but
Yeah, I don't want to change too much in the event we go back to Fitzy J money, but yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Yoshi
just
about
not
to take the ref
surprised.
pass over on the bow stage.
It's gonna be in 3 minutes actually.
Well,
Oh,
Fitzy's typing actually,
wait.
so we might be going back to
Get back, get back, get back, get back.
There we
Oh
go.
my god!
He
All
goes
right.
to yellow?
That's insane.
Yellow wild. What are we doing?
Switch, switch, switch. Switch it back.
Jamie,
Switch it
why
back.
is Jamie still here?
Switch
Jamie
the
is still here.
icons. Switch everything.
Bruh.
Look at the clock.
Yeah, okay, you know what? That deserved.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what you get for switching to yellow.
Oh.
It's over.
After 3 past turns, he gave him what he needed.
That is the funniest way
absurd.
to end the series.
G-Man getting the icons in right at the end.
Plus
+4 to
four.
green.
It delayed the inevitable. Well, no, it actually didn't delay anything. It didn't delay. It made things worse. Oh my god, his hand wasn't even that good. The yellow actually helped him.
If it weren't for time deductions, this would be the new longest series in history of the league. But alas, we lost probably about 25 minutes on that.
Yeah,
Which
that was
even then
crazy.
it's up there. It is
No.
up there, -15. So that is a 2 hour. That is 2 hours.
Uh,
No, oh wait, that's only 15 on that game. Oh. So let's call that 25 minutes total. So yeah, that's 2 hours 58 seconds. That is
nice.
the longest series in D2 history and the 4th longest in league history.
Well,
Yoshi, any final thoughts?
well, you know, J Money, do you? This isn't. I don't know if this is the way you wanted to win, but
I was just gonna say, when you guys are asking at the exit interview, it does not feel like a win. This is like as if I was holding a capital city and someone was outside cutting off the supplies to me. It was long and it was hard and it was stressful. But
Fair
I'm happy
enough.
I won. I'm happy to go against Jamie. It'll be a good final 16.
What was it like enduring that? Like, I mean, all the pauses. I mean, it's quite comical for us in the booth, but like aside from that, also the fact that this was already going to be like a top 10 longest series, despite all the pauses we had from Fitzwater.
I'll be real.
How do you endure through that? Like, because me as a player, I just couldn't take. I couldn't handle that kind of pace. How do you go about handling that throughout the entire series there?
I'll tell you this.
Clay.
I'll tell you this. The end there, I was able to endure that because I was 99% sure I had the win. But otherwise, it was not easy. But I understand, you know, stuff happens. But I'm happy to have won.
That's absurd, man.
I'm happy to continue on, I guess.
4-3 and Fitzwater, I know you had some issues there, but I mean, we've seen this from you so many times, just with the pace, and unfortunately, just kind of, I guess the issues you were having just kind of did you in a little bit there. It's hard for me to ask a question about the series because there's just such a whirlwind, but like, I guess just what are your final thoughts on this one, and how do you take what you got from this tournament and take it forward to the next one?
My keyboard let me down. Simple. I never had this issue like this. I mean, I had it happen once in the last game, but not like this. I'll just move on from it. GGJ.
GG.
I had nothing left. I had just number of sieges. Keyboard let me down.
Well,
I-
I look forward to a
If I-
rematch when your keyboard won't let you down.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't we
I
all?
was excited for Game 7, and then no you, and just screwed me over. So I never had the issue like before, and yeah, I was looking for some competition. Game 7 just didn't go as planned, and just try again, I guess. I mean, at least I got the one win last week. Yeah, I mean, could have been the longest series in history of my keyboard and let me down. Simple as that.
Yeah. What a game that was. And
Alrighty.
J Money's 2-0.
Yeah.
After all that.
Well, I'm gonna go get my dinner. I hope you guys do the same.
Oh, I will once I end this. Make sure you leave a quote. Thank you.
Of course, I will. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. Goodness me. I have no words other than that's the end of the game. Yeah. So look at the bracket. It's after all that fun, we have a double digits regional semifinal coming up. Jamie will control home field in that one. 10 versus 14. Already won the 10 versus 15 battle. And on the other semifinal on the top side, it will be Pikachu and Rana. Pikachu currently runs the Bow region going into the regional semifinals. We still got Ami and Nifty going on right now. I'm going to look at that, see what's going down real quick. We just had a comeback, as you saw on stream inadvertently. It is 2-2. And the winner there gets either Cyan or Sam in the regional semis. Cyan, the highest seed left currently in the Crusade region. That is going to do it for us, for everyone here at MRE UNO. I have been Not Short. Thank you for everyone for sticking with us. Thanks to Yoshi for the commentary. Thanks to Tapir for the 80% of Game 1 commentary. That was so long ago. Thanks to, as well, Yoshi for reffing. Thanks to G for the extra support there. Maybe not would have expected to have it. And thanks to everyone who stuck it out with us through the long game. And we will see you again. The game continues in Crusade off stream. We will see you tomorrow for a stream between Aiden Smith and some other guy. I think his name is Yes Tall, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that'll do it for us. Thank you for joining us and have a great night. The show's over. Thank you. Bye. This has been a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2.